Over the past month, I took a sizable break, but after that, I've been procrastinating, staying in the comfort zone. Yes, but not anymore. What's up, guys? Welcome back today to another video on this channel. Hope you're all doing good. Now, I know it's been a while since I last uploaded, just gave you the reason for that. But I'm back with a bang. Now, that was a very weird callback to my previous video, which was the book review of George and the Big Bang by Lucy and Stephen Hawking. Yeah, I'm bad with puns that way. So I'm back with a bang, get it? Big Bang. Yeah. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing and we're going to be talking about the next book in the George series by Lucy and Stephen Hawking, which is George and the Unbreakable Code. Again, this book took it to the very next level, and right away I'm going to tell you this book is for 14 to 15 years above. Not because there's something little children can't read, it's because there's something little children and most adults are not going to understand. This is that detailed of a book, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video, so stick around till the end. And before we jump into the video, it takes a long time to make these videos and come up with scripts for these videos, so it is super appreciated if you just take the time out to go and subscribe. Sometimes it glitches out and unsubscribes you, so just check to see if you're subscribed. With that out of the way, let's jump into the video. Get it? Because I jumped into the video. Damn it. Anyways, this is the cover of the book, George and the Unbreakable Code, again as you can see, by Lucy and Stephen Hawking. This is an absolutely mind-blowing book, and I'm going to be telling a little bit more detail about this book as compared to all the previous reviews of this series, because this book, trust me, requires that detail. So before we jump into my review of the book, let's talk about the summary at the back of the book. Let's go. George and his best friend Annie can travel into space, but it's been a while since they've had any adventures. Then seriously weird things started happening. Banks are giving out free money, planes are refusing to fly, and George, Annie, and their supercomputer friend Cosmos must travel further than ever to solve the mystery before the world is changed forever. That's how you concisely explain the whole book. Thank you so much for watching this. So what happens is the world is in complete chaos, to put it simply. It starts off as an introduction to some kind of foreshadow where Eric tells both the kids about what a quantum computer is, saying that a quantum computer is a computer so powerful which cannot be made by man at the current stage of technology, and if it were to be made by man, it would hinder all other computers useless, will be able to access anything in the world, will be able to control anything, which clearly gives us the idea that someone, somewhere in the universe, is using a quantum computer to control the things that are happening on Earth. So my version of the explanations of what happened in this book is they observe a spaceship from their treehouse, Annie and George, which says, I am. They don't understand what it is. I am. So, and the very next day, banks start just giving out money. They're giving out money by thousands of dollars in bags, duffel bags full of money, just free money. And the airplane tickets are free. You can travel anywhere, anytime. You can grab a ticket, jump on the plane, travel anywhere for free. People are raiding the supermarkets because everything's price has dropped low. They have so much money and people are hoarding items. It turns into a full-scale war, a civil war if you want, because as we all know, civil war is fighting of people of the same country in different groups. So it's a very rough definition. So these two groups, people with food and people with money, are fighting to gain each other's resources. And the world is in a complete state of mayhem. So obviously it's kind of overwhelming for two young, almost teenage kids. That's kind of hard for them to take in. But it's these two, so they probably will. And Cosmos is behaving extremely weirdly. It's like he's been overtaken by some powerful computer. So I'm just gonna jump into the book and explain a few super scientific things which Stephen Hawking has mentioned, and I am of no brain value to remember that stuff. So give me a minute. Now take for example this 4-page, actually 6-page topic on My Robot, Your Friends. It's just small tiny print of 6 pages jam-packed with information about robots. Take for example this one line, but all is not lost today for today's robots. Our brains hold another trick that we can use. In a classic experiment done by Haider and Simmel in the 1940s, people were shown random shapes moving around a screen. But when asked what was happening, many came up with elaborate stories about squares falling in love with circles or larger triangles chasing smaller triangles. Our brains are smart, gigantic learning machines. And one of the main ways we learn is by creating stories to make us better able to remember and understand our world. When we see robots, our brains tend to fill in the gaps that today's technologies can't yet build. So we naturally think that robots have personalities and are more intelligent than they really are. And robot builders often give us cues to help us make these stories seem more real and which help us to accept and use the robots better. Following this 6-page summary of just robots, he's provided so many different photos. For example, of the Enigma machine created by Alan Turing. There's a photo of Turing here as well. So many different photos across this book. It is just absolutely jam-packed with information. I don't know if you can see that, but it is super filled, super interesting. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the storyline, because that might be side effect while reading this book, because obviously you're here for the facts. Right, now on we go to the storyline. Let's get right into it. So George and Annie see a spaceship in the sky that says I am, and they don't know what it means yet, but it says I am, and it's basically about this one guy who's managed to, yes, successfully create a quantum computer, a computer so powerful that can access all the technological devices on planet Earth. He's making banks give out free money. Planes are tickets are free, completely free, and he can do basically anything. You can do basically anything with all the money you have. People are hoarding stuff. It's basically a war between a civil war, if you might, between the people with money and the people with food. They just want to get each other's resources. And this scares me because it is totally possible that anyone who has access to one of your devices, say for example, you have logged in an account onto this device, and 10 years from now you log in to that same account from another device. Say for example, this device gets hacked or manipulated or has a virus. Now, the hacker can link this account's activity and find from where it was last accessed. And if he manages to find a connection between device number 1 and device number 2, he can connect both of them and get into the system for device number 1 and device number 2. He can now enter both of your devices and countless of other devices linked to that. Say for example, your friend gave you a password to store, you stored it in some password application, gone. All of your passwords, if you've stored them on your phone, gone. All of your bank account passwords, all of your credit card passwords, all of your mobile passwords, all of your PC passwords, all of your TV passwords, all of your account details, all of your bank details, gone in air. Anyone can use them on the web. It is super important to take care of privacy in today's world. That's why it's bloody scary. Anyone can access anything from anywhere. There's a very convenient saying for this particular mushed up into this one saying, everything I just said. Basically, the saying goes something like, once you've put something onto the internet, it can never truly be removed. So once you've clicked a photo, it's never gone from your phone. You can permanently delete it, but your phone could have already been accessed by anyone and that photo could have gone anywhere. You don't know that. It could have gone anywhere. That terrifies me. Back to the story. So this guy is now able to control everything on planet Earth. He's able to link up every device and connect them. What he wants to do is create a I know this sounds childish, a robot army, which he's been developing, which are next level robots. That's why they were talking about robots in the book, Stephen Hawking. So he wants to create a robot army so that he can cause huge panic on planet Earth, and then he can come down and save planet Earth, act like he's saving planet Earth, and it's going to look like he did, even though he did not, because he's using the quantum computer. So Annie and George take it their mission to stop him. Eric doesn't know what to do. George's parents have been trying to keep all of the food that they send to charities, trying to keep them safe, trying to keep the food safe, trying to keep the kids safe. Annie's mother's family is flying in from across the world because the plane tickets are free. They can do whatever the hell they want. Everything is in mayhem. George and Annie are gonna stop this somehow. Don't ask me how. I'm not gonna tell you. So yeah, but it still terrifies me that anyone can have access to anything. Say you logged into this device and you logged into your friend in Antarctica's device some time ago. He can figure out that this account's activity was logged into that device's activity for that account, and if he manages to connect them, boom, he's in both of your devices. You're stuck, caught underneath a hacker. Terrifying, isn't it? So that's why nowadays we need to be very careful to who we give our details online. We need to be very careful with our privacy online. We need to be very careful with who we talk to online. Basically, just be careful. George's parents were smart in that aspect. They didn't have anything technological at their houses. They didn't link up thousands of cloud accounts just for convenience. So they were safe. So that just gives you an insight to the horrors of what internet is bringing us, and everything that we store in the cloud is actually in the cloud, and anyone can reach up and grab it. On that crazy note, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far into the video, I would assume that you loved it, and please go down, click that subscribe button, it's waiting for you. Give the like button a punch. I don't care if you break your screen. I do not take any responsibilities. Hit the like button just to trick the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching this video, and it's been 2 months that you haven't seen this idiot blabbering for more than 15 minutes on this video, but thank you so much for watching this anyway. I'm gonna see you guys in now 10 years, because I need to waste my time for the next 10 years, so I'll see you guys a decade later. Thank you so much for watching this video. Goodbye.